Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about some people. All right, y'all, so let's get into this mess. There is an artist named Chica. I think that's her name. You know, I'm horrible with names. I'm assuming it's Chica. Um, I don't know anything about her. I think have I spoke about Chica before? I don't know. We talk about a lot on this channel. A lot of people. Okay. Um, my first time ever hearing about her was on Armand Wiggins' channel. He was telling a story about that involved her and like some party promoter in LA. And I think Kalani, I think she's cool with Kalani, and the party promoter, I guess, was being rude or something. I can't remember the exact story, but I do remember that was my very first time ever hearing about her. Um, and I think I heard about her again, but in both instances, it did sound like Chica was right. I was like, let me go listen to some of her music to see, what kind of sound she got. She sounded like she got some cute, like some real nice. Some I sound girl. Old people say nice. Girl, them songs is nice. Girl, I'm saying, oh, I'm getting old. Who says nice? Okay, but she sounds like she has good music. Anyways, so we got Chica, we got Zonnique, which is Tiny and Ti's daughter. We got Tiny, we got the auntie, and we got Deyjah. This story involves all of them. So, long story short, Chica, Zonnique's daughter, I guess a friend of the family, another little girl, they were on a flight. Zonnique was on there too. They were on a flight. Chica didn't even know that was Zonnique. She didn't know who these kids were. The kids were in first class. When I tell you, I'm not gonna lie, girl, I kind of caught my life, girl. When I tell you, Zonique's daughter and the other little girl was sitting in their own seats in first class. I said, yes, ma'am. You know I go up for when I see the little kids. So when I see the little black kids, I ain't gonna lie. When I be seeing the little like Riley Birds running around New York being a like rich little socialite, when I see Zonique now, when I saw Zonique kids sitting in first class, I said, oh, girl, because I would have been on row 34F. I'm so sick and tired of. Let me tell you something. I am so sick and tired of sitting in basic economy. Y'all do not even. When I cannot wait until I make it to first class, girl. Anyways, um, so this is what Chica had to say. Okay, they're all sitting in first class. Chica didn't know who these people were. I don't know if they knew who she was. I don't know. The lady next to me who thought it would be a good idea to buy herself and your twin infants first class seats on a red eye flight, who just woke me up by bringing your screaming bastard to our seats to soothe her. I just bought $34 Wi Fi at 4 a.m. to call you a stupid bitch. P.S. I hate you and hope you get a paper cut between each finger tomorrow, you senseless wench. She also said, like, are you mentally delayed? What makes you think a 1 year old will shut their bitch ass up on a 7 hour flight that takes off at 1 effing a.m.? You already had them up past bedtime. I don't care the circumstance. Take your ass to economy at least. I said, "Ooh, come on, elitist girl. That's just, ain't no wrong with girl. You want to girl? Listen, we all probably will one day have some elitist tendencies. Girl, the Chica. Basically telling them to you're disturbing us in the first class, so take them back there to the poor people section. That's basically what you just said. It is what it is, girl. Um, I'm so pissed off right now. I already had trouble falling asleep, and as soon as I do, You bring the consequences of your sexual promiscuity into my life. I got noise cancellation on and I still woke up. F you, ho, choke. She also put, this is why I understand what man, I'm sorry, that this is why I understand that man in the So Is the Baby video, because F your kids. She was shaking, and she was shaking the baby, y'all, and gripping her arms tight, trying to shut her up. But that's none of my business. I'm not CPS. So the whole time she's talking about Zonnique child and the other child. I think Zonnique only has one child. So this whole time she didn't know. So she woke up. Let me just paint the picture. She woke up. She got online. She was talking cash money ish, right? A lot of people get online talking at cash money ish, right? Except in this case, girl, now you're talking about the celebrities and the celebrities' children, right? So this is what Zonnique's aunt had to say. So let me tell y'all what Zonnique had to say. Zonnique didn't even care. Zonnique laughed it off. I thought it was kind of funny that she laughed it off, like, "Oh, girl, Zonnique." To me, I thought it was kind of cute the route that Zonnique took, kind of like, "Girl, who are you, girl? I'm not worried about you." Zonnique said, "Wait, I'm in tears. Not Chica Boo was mad my child was cutting up in first class. You should have just sat there and been mad, babe. She Scott priority AF, because I know that's right." And then she had the giggle emoji. So it sounds like to me that Zonnique wasn't even bothered by what Chica had to say. Then here comes the aunt. This is what the aunt had to say. "You stupid." "That was me you were sitting next to, so let me enlighten you, you dumb. They weren't twin 1 year olds. One was my 4 year old child, okay? And the other crying baby you're referring to was my niece. She is 2 years old. You're upset because she woke up for 3 minutes crying out of her sleep like most effing children. And I did immediately calm her by holding her and talking to her because it was dark. I can't believe you are that insensitive when she woke up once on a 5 hour flight from LA. And second off, it wasn't your seat from the beginning. You switched with someone else and set your fat ass next to me and let me express the funk." "And let me express the funk that you brought on top of that. Crazy ish was it was you in my ear saying those girls are so good before she woke up out her sleep, scared, crying because it was pitch black and her TV had gone off, so she was started. I appreciate all the things you wish for me. I can't wait to see your ass again in person. You just mad a woman and 2 children can afford first class next to a peasant such as yourself. You fake bitch person." Girl, can I say something? Let me just say this before I forget. And this is for Chica and everybody else. This is for everybody. Yes, kids can be annoying, okay? Kids crying can be definitely annoying. No one wants to hear a crying baby, a kid at all, okay? I have 3 nieces. I'm not around them 24/7, but there have been times I'm like, "Ooh, girl, what's girl, like, ooh, what's going on?" Right? "Girl, you okay? Girl, come here. What's wrong?" Right? No one wants to hear a hollering baby. I also think that people need to understand that these are babies, these are toddlers. And that's what toddlers and babies do. Okay? They cry. So I need everybody to get a grip sometimes. And maybe I remember like a couple of months ago, a month ago maybe, the guy who was on Southwest who cut up and acted a fool because of a crying baby. As if and that's the thing, like, people, you don't, when babies are crying, especially those who can't talk or formulate a sentence, it's kind of hard to figure out what's going on. You don't know if the baby is dying. You don't know if you don't know what's going on with this baby and why the baby is crying. Now it's up to the parent to figure it out. I also want people to stop acting like this, because I see this in the comment section too. I don't. There are some trifling mamas and daddies out there. Don't get it twisted. There are. But I don't know too many people who would not want to try and stop their child from crying. I have never in my life, whether I was at the mall, whether I was at the grocery store, girl, seeing a baby crying and a mama just be sitting there like this. Or the daddy just be sitting there like this. They're probably embarrassed. Their anxiety is probably going through the roof because they're trying to like shut this baby up. So I don't think it's fair when people say, oh girl, some people don't care about their kids crying. I don't think that's true. I think most people want their kids to shut up. Chica was out of order for what she said. Period. Right? Chica was also venting on her Twitter account, which is public, right? I don't think Chica knew who she was talking about. But nonetheless, that was a lot. Like, even when I was reading, I was like, Chica, damn. You're like, yeah. Like, girl, that was one of those things that you tweet and then before you hit send, you put save in drafts. Okay? Like, Chica shouldn't have sent that out. I'm sure if the baby was hollering for 2 or 3 minutes or 5 minutes, I'm sure other people on that plane was like, baby, they need to get that baby to shut up. Right? Because nobody wants to hear a hollering baby. Even though we know, well, I know that baby's crying. That don't mean you want to hear one hollering and screaming. But Chica shouldn't have sent those messages out. I think multiple things can be true in this story as I'm telling it, right? So, one, Chica didn't know she was talking about celebrity kids. We're not going to act like I care about kids either. I hate to say this, y'all, and I don't even want to go there in this video. But girl, can we stop acting like y'all care about, not y'all, but can we stop acting like people care about kids? Because I feel like people just want to be outraged. Because when Candace was out here talking about, prom being too much, y'all swore up and down. Candace was talking about the kids. They ain't made nothing but teenage kids. But then when they post something about Zaya Wade, y'all go in on the comment section and let have. So I'll be trying to figure out what kids can we talk about and what kids are off limits. Oh, it's the straight ones? Okay. Because y'all will post Zaya out every time they post Zaya on the blogs. But we don't talk about the kids. Okay. Chica was wrong. Full stop. That was team too much. That was a lot, girl. You did a lot of them tweets. That was just too much. The aunt comes. Zonnique responds. The aunt responds. Tiny also responded. I was trying to find out what Tiny said, but I think she was in the comment section and she responded. But Tiny responded. Okay, Zonnique responded, the aunt responded, Tiny responded, and Deyjah responded. And this is what Deyjah had to say. Deyjah is Tiny and T.I.'s daughter. Well, it's Tiny's stepdaughter. Zonnique is T.I.'s stepdaughter. Deyjah is Tiny's stepdaughter. But they've been in each other's life for a long time. But anyways, this is what Deyjah had to say. I just happened to be scrolling and I saw this video. I know it's long and I know nobody cares, let alone her, about anything I have to say. But when mental health is brought up, I have something to say. Because Chica started talking about her mental health and I don't know. I do believe that sometimes, and I may be out of line with what I'm about to say, I do believe that sometimes when people get caught into mess, they start bringing up their mental health. Like Chica girl, Chica probably could have been going through something and that baby crying was probably triggering. But you should have got on the line with your therapist as soon as you landed, because just like that man who, like, a baby crying should not do all of that. Should you be sitting in your seat like, damn, why is this fucking baby crying? Like, girl, y'all need to get that baby to shut up. Girl, yes, I've heard babies cry. And yes, it gets on my nerves. Yes. When I'm on a plane and I hear a baby crying, girl, I just try to tune it out as much as I can. I wholeheartedly believe that the mama or daddy that's up there, they're trying their hardest to get the baby to shut up. I don't think they're just letting that baby sit there cry in their face, girl, 2 inches away from their face, and just sitting there letting the baby cry, holler, and scream. I really don't believe that. So when I hear a baby crying, the times I have, girl, I just put my AirPods in. I listen to my iPod. Shout out to Nene Leaks. I listen to my iPod, and I just try to tune it out as much as I can. I'm not hollering and screaming. I'm not sending out text messages. I'm thinking in my head, girl, I hope they get that baby to shut up as soon as they can, right? But girl, that's where it started to stop for me. Okay, so this is what Deja had to say. As someone who deals with depression, anxiety, self harm attempts, I understand being on the verge of having a panic attack or feeling the need to release your anger, but this was not the way to go about it. It really wasn't, Chica. That was a lot. That was a lot. There are so many more healthier ways to release your emotions. You came to the internet, talked about children as a grown woman, and called my loved ones out of their names. That to me is not equivalent to releasing your anger, but rather it shows that you are not emotionally mature, intelligent, and it feels there is no accountability being taken on your end. Obviously, nobody wants you to hurt yourself. Because I think Chica said something about, I guess, a time before she wanted to hurt herself. Over, I don't know. You could have journaled about this. You could have asked a flight attendant for some headphones and listened to meditation, rain sounds to help you reframe your thoughts. You could have even communicated to the person you shaded on social media while in person. Booked an appointment with your therapist once you landed. You have plenty of options, so you must be honest with yourself. Keep it as real. Keep it real as to why you thought why you brought this to social media, because saying it was a way to release anger or prevent yourself from having a panic attack, that's not it. I'm with Deja. I'm with everything what Deja said. But I also want to say this too, girl. The only reason, girl, this is the thing. People tend not to care unless it affects them. That's why I say people don't care about children. Because if you shouldn't be you shouldn't be offended or outraged because Chica just so happened to be talking about Tiny or Ti's grandkids. Like, they shouldn't be offended because they just so happened, like Chica just so happened to be talking about their loved ones, their kids. If you really care about kids, no matter who Chica was talking about, you should be pissed off. You see what I'm saying? That's how you know, like, it's just like that. Like, I don't like when people talk about kids. I don't care if it's T.I. grandkids. I don't care if it's my I don't care. Like, the outrage should be the outrage. And I think that's where the selective outrage starts to come in for me, is when I see people, again, whether it's Zonnique or the auntie or Deyjah or T.I. or Tiny or whoever, right? Get online and start going off, because if we really care about kids and we really say you're not supposed to talk about kids, regardless if it's your loved ones or not, you should still care. So this is what a boyfriend steps in. And this is when I start to have this is when I had a problem. I saw some people online talking about, oh Lord, here come T.I. T.I. can't say nothing. You know what I remember one time? I remember one time T.I. was when T.I. and the whole Bernice and Tiny thing mess was going on. I remember T.I. down to the Angie Martinez show, and T.I. said when she brought up Tiny and Bernice going back and forth online, T.I.'s response was, "That's women business. I don't get into women business." Girl, not your wife going back and forth with your alleged side chick online. And girl, instead of you trying to step in and stop this person from disrespecting your wife, you tell Angie and the world or the listeners that that's women business. I don't get into women business. Girl, what? So all I'm saying that to say this: Ti ain't had no business. Ti don't need to get into this either. He has not, from what I understand, but he don't need to get into it. So this is what Zonnique's baby daddy said. I guess he added her and said, "What state you in?" I understand that's his child. However, I think he was out of order. He was out of line. Chica had already been addressed by 4 women. Zonnique said what she said. The aunt said what she said. Tiny was in the comment section and said what she said. And Deyjah said what she said. That's 4 different women. There was no need for the baby daddy to step into the picture and low-key issue a veiled threat to Chica. Chica was dead ass wrong. It ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. But you don't have any business getting online asking this woman what state you in. Excuse me? And I think what happens in these situations is sometimes men get so comfortable when they see that everybody is clawing at this person's neck, because in this situation, Chica is the person that's definitely wrong. But also when you look at how many people are coming at Chica, now he feels, oh, well, they don't give a fuck about this bitch anyways. Yeah, what state you in? Regardless how you feel about Chica or whatever, this is still a woman that you low-key threatening on the low. There was no need. I don't give a damn about me not having kids or Rodney. I don't have to have no kids. I don't have to have no kids. Zonnique sound like she didn't even really give a damn about what Chica had to say. So if the mama sound like she online giggling, like, girl, who gives a fuck what that bitch got to say? Then quiet as it's kept, everybody else just needs to shut up. I could see if Zonnique was worked up, and then it was kind of like a domino effect. Okay, Zonnique then got worked up. The aunt had every reason to be worked up because Chica was talking about her daughter, right? But Zonnique didn't care. I just think that this is starting to get a little out of hand. Again, I think that multiple things can be true at the same time. Please don't get in my comment section talking about you defending Chica, because I have said about 5 times that Chica was dead ass wrong. I've also said that Chica has been addressed by 4 different women. There was no need for this grown ass man to try to step in because, like somebody gonna tell me in the comment section, he's just honoring his child. Girl, y'all acting like bitch. Like, girl, Chica was wrong. Chica cussed out the kids, but girl, stop acting like y'all. Like, this is what I be talking about. Like, y'all be putting 20 on 10 here in the comment section. He's just honoring his child. Girl, what? Okay. And when his ass end up in jail for low-key issuing a veiled threat, then, girl, I want y'all to also help him get out of jail since he was honoring his child. Anyways, this story was way longer than what it needed to be. Anyways, this was way longer than what it needed to be. Y'all know I'm a little long-winded. Okay, y'all, let's move on. I'm going to tell one more story, and then we're going to be done with this video, because this video was way too long. Okay, let's talk about Gervonta Davis real fast. You know, okay? I think I'm going to come back later and talk about Gervonta Davis, because this video is getting way too long. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.